Good morning, everyone. So, we have completed the first term portion of chemistry. Now it's time to revise. So we'll start with the first chapter and we will revise in the same manner we have studied along with some question answers. Okay? So the first chapter's name is Chemical Reactions and Equations. So chemical reaction is a process in which old bonds are broken and new bonds are formed to produce new substance. It is a chemical change, right? Now whenever a chemical change takes place, then the bigger atoms can become smaller atoms, bigger molecule can become smaller molecule, smaller atoms can combine to form bigger molecule can break to form smaller atoms, one atom can take the place of other atom in a molecule. Okay, so these are the possible changes which can happen. Based on these changes, the types of chemical reactions are combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, and redox reaction. So as I told you that when smaller atoms combine to form bigger molecules, so when I am using the word combine, that means I am talking about combination reaction. Whatever may be the reaction be, chemical reaction is a process. It is a process in which old bonds are broken and new bonds are formed. New bonds are formed to produce new substance. But the new substance will not contain any new atom. In a chemical reaction, no new atoms are produced according to the law of conservation of mass. According to the law of conservation of mass, the number of reactants or the number of atoms in the reactant side should be equal to the number of atoms in the product side. Because if the number of atoms in the reactant side will increase while forming product, then slowly and slowly the weight of the universe will increase, which does not happen that way. So although new substance will be formed, but no new atoms will be formed. Law of conservation of mass is obeyed. Hence, whenever we write a chemical reaction, the number of atoms in the left hand side and the number of products on the right hand side should be equal. And such kind of chemical reaction is called as chemical equation. Alright? So what is a chemical equation? Chemical equation is a balanced chemical reaction. Balanced chemical reaction. Now I will give you one activity to do. I will write down examples of each of these reactions in jumbled manner. You will have to match it. You will come one by one and you will match. Okay? So I will be able to involve 5 students in this activity. So first one is, say this is column A and say this is column B, and the question is match the following. I am not writing the exact example in front of the term. I am writing it in a jumbled manner. So first one is say who will come first to balance? Okay, Kultaj. The first one. Very good. Clap for him. Next. Yes, please. Decomposition reaction. Very good. Clap for him. Clap, man, clap. All right. Next, who will come? Yes. Is your name Prachi? Priyanshi. What happened? Okay, who is next? Yes. Did you clap for her? Clap, clap, clap. Keep clapping. Yes. ठीक कर दो. देखो, displacement reaction will be when a more reactive element will displace less reactive element from its corresponding salt solution, not the salt solution. And double displacement will be exchange of the cation and anion to form one precipitation. Alright, so this you have to keep in mind. Alright, next redox we will do. Who will balance the redox reaction? No, not the balance, this match the redox reaction. Very good. Did you understand something? कुछ समझ में आया? थोड़ा बहुत? क्या है? Now I am going to write down a number of reactions and you will tell me why the reaction is named so and what is the name of the reaction. Alright? Now the question will be for each one of you. Can I erase this now? You can note down. You may note down. Are you noting down? So arrangement of the atoms. Arrangement of the elements in the decreasing also can be written, increasing can also be written. Okay? In your book it is in the form of descending order. Alright. The arrangement of the elements in descending order of reactivity is called reactivity series. Who remembers it? किसे याद है? सारे reactivity series को याद है? First element is potassium. Then
sodium.
Then
Lead.
lead.
Sir,
No.
after Mg sir.
Aluminium. Then zinc. Then lead. Then
Iron sir. Sir, after zinc.
After zinc?
Iron is there sir.
iron. Then lead. Then hydrogen. Copper. Then
Hg.
Hg.
Ag.
Ag. Au. And Pt also. That is why you see that gold and silver is used as jewelry because it does not rust, does not react. If somebody will give you jewelry made up of iron, what will happen? It will catch rust, and rusted iron will cause skin disease, weakness, isn't it? Now, from this you can compare and see that zinc is more reactive than copper. Now if I ask you some question, whether the reaction will be possible or not, tell me orally. Say, if I put magnesium here, will the reaction take place?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
If I put calcium, will the reaction take place?
Yes sir.
If I put aluminium, reaction will take place?
Yes sir.
If I put iron, then?
No sir.
So in this way, in your exercises, there are questions in which table is formed. In that table, it is given that how one element reacts with the other salt. Based on that, you have been asked to arrange the elements in the reactivity series. Alright?
Yes sir.
So for displacement reaction, reactivity series concept is important. Next is double displacement reaction. How do you define displacement reaction? More reactive element displaces less reactive element from its corresponding salt solution. Not double displacement reaction. In this, what happens? In the ionic solution of the salts, okay, the salts which are ionic, in water they form corresponding ions, cation and anion. They recombine by exchanging one cation with the anion to form more stable salt. Okay, say for example, if I take silver nitrate and NaCl, aqueous, it will form AgNO3 white precipitate plus NaNO3, NaNO3 solution and AgCl white precipitate. If you take barium chloride and any sulfate salt like calcium sulfate, it will form white precipitate of BaSO4. Precipitate is written as downward arrow, whereas gases are written as upward arrow. It will form CaCl2 solution. Now the question is, in simple terms, understand it is this way first. Addition of oxygen is oxidation, removal of oxygen is reduction. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Addition of hydrogen is reduction and removal of hydrogen is oxidation. And third way is also there, increase in the oxidation number. Increase in the oxidation number. What is oxidation number? Charge possessed by any ion in its solution. Like silver is monovalent, in solution it will have +1 charge. NO3 has -1 charge. See HNO3. It has +1 charge, -1 charge. It has +1 charge, -1 charge. It has +1 charge and -1 charge. Now tell me, the statement is true or false? All double displacement reactions are also redox reaction. Is
Yes.
true or false?
Yes, sir.
How?
Exchange of ions.
Ions are exchanging, but are the oxidation number changing?
No, sir.
So double displacement reaction are not. Double displacement reactions are not redox reactions.
I don't understand, sir. Please repeat again.
All right. As I told you, oxidation means addition of oxygen.
Yes, sir.
A moment if you look here and there, you will miss something. Addition of oxygen or removal of oxygen is called as oxidation or reduction. Addition of oxygen is oxidation, removal of oxygen is reduction. Addition of hydrogen is reduction and removal of hydrogen is oxidation. Third way is also there, change in the oxidation number. If oxidation number is not changing, it is not redox reaction.
Yes, sir.
Now you see this reaction, which we had taken earlier. Zn plus CuSO4 aqueous. It forms ZnSO4
Let's see.
plus Cu. So can we write all displacement reactions are double displacement? All displacement reactions are redox reactions. Can we write all displacement reactions? All displacement reactions are redox reactions. Can we write something? True or false?
False, sir.
True.
Sir, but the oxidation number is not changing.
Element zinc has 0 oxidation number. Any element will have 0 oxidation number. But in solution, copper will have +2, sulfate will have -2. This will have +2, this will have -2. This will have 0. So see, copper is reducing and zinc is oxidizing. Now tell me, all displacement reactions are redox reactions. True or false? Now what we will do in the next class, we will dig each of these reactions deeper. Okay? We will try to develop more deeper concepts about it. एक बार बुक पढ़ना जरूर, ठीक है? आप जो पढ़ोगे समझ में आ जाएगा. Thank you everyone.